so-called like coffee shop, talk and sharing. So the opinions we are sharing is our own. It's not meant to be financial advice. So whatever you want to do, DYOR, do your own research. We're just providing a bigger overview. Then you can go and take a look. Yep. Yep. Jimmy, you take over. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me start. Oops, wrong screen. Sorry, wait.
Don't show the wrong thing. I don't want to know.
Yeah, as usual, I have 1,000 windows open. Okay,
Uh,
I will share my screen again. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about Ocean Protocol. Actually, I was considering Polkadot, which I decided not to. But Ocean Protocol is a coin, which is related to Polkadot. It's actually related to the Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah. So somehow it's still related. And it's actually a very good coin. It's one of the coins that was shared with us with us by our mentor lah. So
mm.
so I also didn't know much about it until I have to prepare for today's Zoom. So thank you all. Okay.
In fact,
So
it's the chain link equivalent.
it's a Chainlink equivalent, really, Oracle.
Yeah, because the Oracle,
Okay, but this one, Ocean is not Oracle.
it's not man.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not Oracle. Yeah. So that's why it's good you all come online to know more, right? In fact, I think we prior to the drop, Ocean was about like, it's about $1.50. Let's look at the charts. 30 days. Okay, never mind. Over 180 days. Okay, where were? Yeah, about $1.80. Okay, but all-time high is about $1.90 lah. So
Mm.
it actually did first one time, right? So I thought, oh, can buy the dip. Then I went to buy. I mean, but it keep dipping. Very familiar. Sounds like the stickers that Q always send. So it keep dipping and keep dipping. I think I got it around $1 or maybe 80 cents. Oh no, like 70 cents. So now it's at 40 cents. So if you ask me if it's a good time to buy, uh, definitely you're gonna get it at a better price than what I bought in at lah. Okay, so you make the decision, huh? Okay, look at the longer time frame. Yeah, still there's a few support level. You see, this is one support level at 5.50 cents. Yeah, so it's relatively cheap lah, and the YouTubers actually quite confident about this coin. They really like it and they see the potential is really very good. Okay. Okay, this is the website. Okay, it's a blog. Okay. Um okay, so I refer to my notes. Okay, basically Ocean Protocol, right, is a decentralized data exchange that can unlock data generated by AI. Okay. So basically it utilizes blockchain technology, okay, crypto tokens and smart contracts to connect data, okay, at the consumers with data providers. Yeah. Okay. So it also allows for sharing of data with guaranteed trust, transparency, and traceability. Okay, so basically, it is made for data. Okay, so like now, like a lot of us when we use data, right? Like people say when we use Facebook collect our data and they use it for their own benefit. they can sell it, they package it in whichever way, and they make tons of money from it. So what Ocean Protocol does is that it wants to achieve this thing such that all of our private data, will belong to the data owners, and they will be owned by them and under their own intellectual property, right? So which means that whoever the individual or the company, when they share the data, they can actually sell it. Yeah. Then of course, it will feed the artificial intelligence for various purposes, such as for medical reasons, and also for doctors to be able to access data and make better and more accurate judgment. Like for example, if you have a patient with a very unique sick illness, so with those data that they are able to access through Ocean, right, they can tailor make to that patient, so it's very interesting. Yeah, so it is okay. And the other thing is for those autonomous driving. Yeah, autonomous driving. So they basically use Ocean to collect specific data for the road users, the information, and then to so companies like not DBS, BMW, okay, and General Motors, they are all exploring using Ocean to collect all this data so that they can cut down the road accident rates on the road and accelerate the progress of having autonomous driving. Of course, other than Tesla. So this is one of the good use cases. Okay, so for Ocean Protocol, you can also find out more information, their latest developments in Twitter, right? You can follow them here. Yeah. Okay, so you can just briefly browse through. Okay, so apart from Twitter, you can also use the Reddit. Yeah, so they have they post the AMAs, partnerships, all the latest information. Basically, you can find posted in Reddit. And okay, so Telegram, they have about 12,900 people. Okay, so another great place for FAQ. If you have any questions, how you can share your data and can still make money. Okay, YouTube. All right. So I'm just gonna play a video. Okay, hold on. I think I have to share screen with the sound, right? Just give me a moment. I stop share first.
In fact, Ocean is available on Binance, so easily accessible for people who want to buy it.
Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna play this video. You try to catch the main points, or maybe I'll pause.
Ocean is a decentralized data exchange protocol. We took pieces from Ascribe to treat data like intellectual property that can be licensed and sold.
Okay, so as intellectual property, license it, and then you can sell, right? That's what I said earlier.
We took the privacy mechanisms from BigChainDB to give users full control over their data. We took the models of governance and managing a network from IPDB, and we took from DEX the marketplace framework. The network and protocol will be powered with a native token, just like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Filecoin. The Ocean token is used as the means of exchange within the network. Providers earn Ocean when their data is sold. Consumers use Ocean to buy data. Curators earn Ocean for maintaining valuable public data. Developers earn Ocean for building the marketplaces that bring communities together. And keepers earn Ocean for providing network services.
We want 1,000 marketplaces to blossom. How? A substrate to power the data marketplaces. And alongside that, a global data commons. Ocean is that substrate.
We believe that everyone should be able to thrive in the data economy. By unlocking the trillions in latent value and bringing to bear the power of data with AI, we can initiate change that benefits all humankind. That's why we're building Ocean Protocol.
Okay, so yep, just a very quick summary. Anyway, this video I'll attach it in the Word document later, which Kyo will share in the chat. Yeah.
All the things we talk about, we will share the links in the document later at the end of the session.
Correct. So this one is basically a decentralized data exchange. Yeah. Okay. Which is very which is give the people more control over their own data. Because now like what I said earlier is that Google, a lot of people are worried when they share information, or like even Google Drive, right? Last week I talked about storage. So privacy is always the concern. So Ocean actually solved the problem, make it decentralized. So no one centralized power or company or Facebook, for example, will have control over, monopolize the data. And we will, as the data owners, will feel like very suspicious and don't know where it go. So in Ocean, literally the data owners will know, because it's on blockchain, right? So it's transparent. You can literally see and know where your data moved, who access to that data, and where it went. So in terms of that, that's one of the beauty about blockchain, where you can really track your data more accurately. Yeah, so there's transparency, and because it's based on the nodes, okay, that means it's more secure, right? It's actually shared among all other data providers and things like that. So more secure network. So okay, so this is another video which I've included, but I will not play now, about Ocean Protocol. So actually it's very simple, it's very straightforward, right? But it's very useful, and it's okay. So it will be part of the Polkadot ecosystem, because Polkadot is interoperable among other blockchains, right? So an Ocean protocol wish to be accessible via all other blockchains, right? And one interesting information about Ocean protocol is that it actually launched on the ERC20 token, the network, okay, ERC20. So in order to bridge to Polkadot, right, we will bridge to Moonbeam. Okay, Moonbeam is Ethereum compatible, okay, under Polkadot. So you will probably have a migration process from ERC20 to Moonbeam, okay, because Moonbeam has a connection to Polkadot. Yeah, so then it will eventually just be interoperable, right? So hope you all find this sharing informative. So that's all I have for you, right? So back to you, Kyo.
Okay. So thanks again, Jimmy, for sharing about Ocean. I think the last time I got it mixed up with the Near protocol that I was talking about. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about Near protocol because one of our Malaysian crypto experts, he's building some stuff on Octopus. If you all remember, I spoke about Octopus. And yeah, Near protocol was what they were building on. So Ocean is another one that's been around for a while, one of the top few bigger, more notable coins. It's just that not a lot of people have been talking about it. It's been there. It's been there. Yeah. So definitely, like Jimmy mentioned, it's part of the coins that me and Jimmy, under another common mentor, she has mentioned it a long time ago. Yeah. So it looks like a good time. It's a good time to buy most of the projects right now because everything is on a freaking discount, right? And everything also dropped at least 50 to 70%.
Yeah.
So who knows how long this drop is, doesn't matter. So if you have the spare, not financial advice, you can decide if you want to invest in some of the projects that we mentioned. It could have a lot of upside because we already know the high points, how high it's gone. So there's still a chance that it's going to go back up there. So you measure your own upside. That's why we always say don't buy at all-time high. That's the worst thing to do. You know, when it's at a discount, you get in, then you can look forward to upside. Those people,
those people who kept faith, those people who bought the dip, already seeing some gains.
Yeah, exactly. Right, but we're still in the ranging zone, 30 to 40,000.
They were saying 25th, which is tomorrow. I don't know US time or what. The what?
The Ethereum.
No, the Bitcoin will be the contract or something like that.
The Ethereum one, the Ethereum one? Options.
Oh yeah, so then it may dip, right? Possibly there could be another sell-off.
Who knows lah?
Anyway, so just for information. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on quickly to the next section. To introduce Syed, who is also with us. Yes, Syed has been waiting. So Syed, for those who are not sure who he is, he's one of our crypto experts and he's been around for a while. So last time we used to ask him a lot of blockchain stuff when we were new. That's not that we don't ask him anymore, but we also a bit more competent than we used to lah. So right now he's also teaching privately programming to a private university. So aside from that, he's very crypto knowledgeable, and he's also running a DeFi course, which many of our people in our Telegram group have already gone for his courses, are already making passive money, learning how to stake their coins, right? Getting at least 80 to 100% APY a year. So this is something that if you have not gone for, consider attending his course, or at least go and join his WhatsApp group chat, which you will add the link, then go and find out more, right? Talk to the people in the group. They'll tell you they have learned a lot, they have made some money, right? So yeah. So Syed, if you're ready, go ahead, take over. It's yours.
Okay, Ken. Maybe I want to touch a little bit more on Ocean Protocol because I believe it's something that Jimmy doesn't know, because I've been a holder of Ocean Protocol since I think 2 years back. I hold Ocean Protocol for quite a while, but it's not because I had money and then I hold it. It was because back then, 2 years back, right? Ocean Protocol really needed to do marketing. And just nice, I was at the event. Okay, so I'll share a little bit more. It's quite interesting. So what happened was actually NASA, right? NASA NASA is not using Ocean Protocol. Do understand this, but NASA is kind of promoting Ocean Protocol at that point of time when I was actually at the hackathon. Okay, so hackathons are just events that people go to actually build tech products. Okay, it's like where nerds go to, people like me go to lah, to build apps and all. And just so happens, I was there, you know, just nice, I was there. And you can actually see they put side by side NASA and Ocean Protocol, and you see me
flexing. Syed flexing. Oh, show off. Nice.
And I would like to share, because when Jimmy told me about Ocean Protocol, then I remember, hey, didn't Ocean Protocol give me some of their coins? You'll be surprised, actually some of these projects, once upon a time, they really did not have any publicity. So what they do is, right, they will come to you and they will tell you, hey, please, can you take my tokens? I really need your help.
It's true.
I mean, of course, they don't put it that way, but of course, they say, please have some of my tokens, you know. Perhaps someday it will be of some value. And just so happened, they gave me 200 Ocean Protocol tokens, okay?
Damn.
So, and 200 Ocean Protocol tokens is currently worth about 100 Singapore dollars today.
Damn.
So imagine just going for the event. I did not win anything during the event, because these events you usually go to actually build something. So you build something, then you win money lah. So at least this is like my consolation prize, you know. So my consolation prize was actually worth $80. Okay, so I have a Ethereum wallet here. So let's see if it loads fast enough. So you can actually see I have a 200 Ocean. So this 200 Ocean was exactly the same Ocean that I received when I went for this event. Okay, so this was how amazing it is, you know. So whenever people invite you to go for events, right, do go for them, especially if they say it's a crypto event. You never know, they'll give you free tokens. You know?
They give a lot of free things. I've been on one. I got some Binance merchandise also.
You move on to your coin.
Okay, so that's all
Stop
about
flexing,
Ocean. And
Stop
So,
flexing
that's a bit
your
of-
Haolian history. Okay, I get it. Next time I Photoshop myself inside.
Okay. But that's not Photoshop. That's really me being there, man. You know.
Yeah, lah, of course.
It's really people from NASA. They came to Singapore. I just happened to be there. Then I was impressed that wow, NASA is really promoting Ocean Protocol. Not saying that NASA is using their product, but rather NASA sees the value in what Ocean Protocol is actually doing, lah. Okay. So, anyways, now you guys see this screen, lah. Okay. Probably you guys know what I'm going to share for this week. Okay. So this week I'm going to share about Cardano. You know. So the token that if you guys know about Cardano, right, very well, right, they have Cardano have the community, the community of people holding Cardano, some of them are quite die-hard fans of holders of this token. Bull market, bear market, die will still hold one. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so the reason why is very simple, because this token is gonna change the world. Okay. Because later in the later parts when I explain, right, you can actually see why this token, right, people really believe in it. You know, even bull market, bear market, people still hold. People will accumulate over time. People treat this token like the baby Bitcoin like that, you know. Yeah. So and let me share with you my perspectives why Cardano is so amazing, lah. Okay, because let's try to understand what Cardano is trying to do. Okay, if you can see on their homepage, they say that making the world work better for all. Okay, already the tagline, you know, this coin is gonna change the world. Okay, because what this coin aim to do, right, is they aim to be the third generation blockchain. Okay, to know what does the third generation blockchain do, right, we have to actually look at one of the articles that I prepared, which is, I believe this is the one. Okay, so right, before we understand what is a third generation blockchain, right, we first understand, right, what are first gen and second gen blockchains first. Okay, the first gen blockchain, right, is designed, right, to improve financial systems in place by offering a decentralized monetary platform that puts back control back in the hands of people. Okay, that sounds like a coin that most of us know, and that is Bitcoin. Okay, you can see over here on the left hand side, we see a Bitcoin coin over there. Okay, with one layer only. So that is what the purpose of a first generation blockchain do. Their job is to just take the power away from centralized authorities like, for example, the US, you know, the US Federal Reserve, and then give the power back to the people. So people will able to actually decide the future of money. Okay, because so many things have gone wrong, which I will not cover in this particular Zoom session, as to how the Federal Reserve manage the money lah. Okay, so the problem with first gen blockchain is it only serves as just providing a monetary service only, but it doesn't have anything else. Okay, it's just money on a digitized platform, and that's it. And second gen blockchains, right, aim to solve the problems of the first gen, where they add some usability to it. Okay, because Bitcoin just able to send money, me able to send money to Kyo, and me able to send money to Jimmy, and Jimmy able to send money to me. It's not really a strong use case to actually replace the currency of the world, which is the reason why second generation blockchain start to come in, because people felt that what if we can add programs on this money, so that the money can actually do the work for us. Like in the case of maybe your money can actually help to distribute the money to your kids on a monthly basis. Maybe you give them $300 every month. Okay, without you needing to actually probably doing it yourself. So that's called a smart contract. So that's what second generation blockchains aim to do. Okay, so they aim to actually rely on the blockchain, right, to do the job of delegating the funds rather than we doing it ourselves lah. That's the reason why we can add layer of conditions in transactions so that people can agree on terms in smart contracts rather than relying on intermediaries. Okay, majority of the coins that we buy today, right, is second generation. Okay, because they have anything that got smart contract functionality is usually second generation. So a third generation blockchain, it resolves, right, the issues of a second generation blockchain. Okay, because the problem with second generation blockchain, right, wow, it brings a lot of use case, right, from the traditional financial services, right, into cryptocurrency. But the problem is, right, when you bring so many features, right, from the traditional world, right, to the today into the blockchain, right, it causes the system to slow down and throttle, much like a mobile app, right? You install so many apps on it, that hey, I need all these apps, okay, in order to allow my life to function now on the blockchain, because they start to put all these apps that once worked traditionally on the traditional financial market, and now they want to run it on blockchain. It slows everything down. So the Generation 3 blockchain aims to address this issue, right, by adding interoperability. That means these blockchains, right, they don't aim, right, to actually survive on their own. They don't, in the case of Cardano, right, Cardano is not saying that, hey, I myself is enough to actually serve the entire world. Cardano is saying that, hey, if Ethereum is around, if Polkadot is around, then hey, we will lend hands with each other. We will leverage on each other's blockchain to spread and distribute the workload so that we can succeed together. So this is what a third generation blockchain aim to achieve. So the blockchains have the ability to actually do this thing called side change, or rather through bridging. If you go to my course later, you understand more about what are bridges. So they use these technologies so that they're able to offload some of the work that is needed to be done on the blockchain in the event that there's too much transaction to be handled. Okay, because problem with blockchains that have a lot of transactions to handle, right, it will cause your gas fees to be expensive. For those of you who doesn't know what is a gas fee, a gas fee is a term that we use whenever you need to pay, whenever you need to move tokens on the blockchain. Okay, so in cryptocurrency, unfortunately when we digitize monetary services, right, we need to pay fees okay. So that's the drawback but I'll not cover the reasons why we need to pay the fees. But the thing is, right, what makes it worse is when a lot of people using it, the fees will be high. So to bring these fees down, right, by having a third generation blockchain can share the workload across other blockchains. Okay, and its own blockchain is more scalable. So that means itself already can handle more, and then it shares its workload. So you can actually see that when Cardano starts to actually add a lot more of its use case, right, in order to actually launch for the general public. In fact, it's already out already. Cardano's transaction speed is way faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. In fact, if I'm not wrong, right, it can scale up to 2.5k transaction per second. That's how fast it can actually go. Okay, but currently, right, it's anywhere between 15 to 20. Why is it so less? Because they haven't fully launched yet They only launched a portion of it. Okay. So over time, they will launch the main features of the third generation, and you will start to see all the feature, all the benefits will start to kick in. When you use the Cardano blockchain, fees will be much cheaper and a lot more faster transactions will happen. Okay, so that's a bit on what is a third generation blockchain, and we can see that from here, Cardano aims to be a much cheaper and a much faster blockchain. Okay, and a blockchain that allows its token, right, to move across other blockchains, making cryptocurrency, right, easy to use once again. Okay, because currently with the process of using bridges, for those of you who know what are bridges, right, it's a little bit tough, but Cardano aims to also address the issue, okay, over time. So that's a bit on third generation blockchain. Okay, so another good news I would like to share, right, is the thing about Cardano is, right, Cardano doesn't have the smart contract features up yet. Okay, so some people may ask, wow, Cardano so good, why nobody go and build DeFi on it? Of course, they really go and think about it. They really go and build they really think of building DeFi. But the problem is, right, DeFi is built on smart contract. Okay, must understand that decentralized finance, right, is basically right, run on smart contracts. It's just basically run on logics that is actually built on programmable money. In this case, the programmable money is Cardano. Okay, so the thing is, right, Cardano already successfully able to launch the entire smart contract, right, on their own testnet. Okay, so for some of you who doesn't know what a testnet is, right, before a project launches live, right, like for example, before I launch new features on my DBS application, right, I would test it within the company first. Okay, and testnet is very much like testing it within the internal community first. And within the internal community, we can already see that the testnet is the Cardano smart contract is already successful. So they just want to test it a little bit more because Charles Hoskinson, right, is the guy behind building Cardano. Okay, and he's a very meticulous guy. So he's the kind that even though can launch already, he will not launch. He's the kind that I want to make sure it's really guaranteed 100% can, then I launch. Okay, so he arrives to solving a problem, right, from a research base, from a proof of concept, rather than Vitalik's way of solving problem. Because Vitalik's way of solving problem is I whack first, then I figure out what's the problem later on, which is the reason why Ethereum got a lot of scalability issue. But I'm not saying that Ethereum's approach is bad, because if Ethereum don't do that, then today don't have cryptocurrency. Okay. Because
He's still playing
Vitalik,
Bitcoin.
so in Ethereum's case, right, why it succeed is because, right, he has the first mover advantage. Because the guy, the CEO, right, is a young guy. So he went first, then figured out how to solve the problem later. So that's the reason why Ethereum 2.0 still haven't come out. But from Charles Hoskinson point of view, right, he's the kind of guy, right, decide and anticipate what are the future potential problems first. Okay, he do it from a research base. Okay, because I understand one guy is Vitalik is a dropout, and Charles Hoskinson is a PhD guy. So the way how they arrive to solving a problem is a bit different. Charles is the kind of guy, he go a bit Doctor Strange. He will go and analyze all the future possibility and go and see, hey, what are the potential problem? Go and analyze. Then he realize, oh, these are all the potential problems. You go and solve all that first. Then when he launch a blockchain, this blockchain will be successful and will be very scalable one with very little problems. Okay, but the problem with the way how he do things, right, he launched very slow. If Charles were to be running Ethereum back then, I think Ethereum will not be successful, because the thing about cryptocurrency is, right, you need the hype, you need the hype. So fortunately, right, Vitalik paved the way already. So it gives enough time for Charles Hoskinson to actually build up whatever he needs to build. Okay, and just want to share an interesting fact. Charles used to be an Ethereum founder also. Charles and Vitalik, right, they worked together back then. Ethereum once upon a time, right, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Polkadot, and Vitalik himself, right, they're all under the same house, but later on they decided to part ways because their beliefs don't meet lah. That's the reason why they part ways lah. And Charles decided to come out with Cardano. Okay, so this is a little bit on the smart contract part. Once smart contracts comes out in August, okay, that's when DeFi is gonna come on Cardano. But don't quote me on that because there's a chance this can happen. So it may be later than August if there's delays, but tentatively August will be when smart contracts will be launched. And I want to share there's already some projects called Sunday. Is this the DeFi that they're gonna build on Cardano? And is this like the pancake swap of is this like if Sunday is like pancake swap, and is Sunday like the first DeFi that they're gonna launch, just like pancake swap and Uniswap? And my answer is yes, because they have been building it. Okay, you can actually look at their website. I will not show you the website. There's this DeFi called the Sunday Swap. Okay, they're gonna launch it right after, right, smart contract on Cardano gonna come out. So some of these people, right, they already prepare already, they built already, but they haven't launched it. The moment Cardano launch the smart contract, they will launch their project out. Okay, so this is my bullish stance on Cardano. And to make it more bullish, I would like to share with you. There are some projects, right, that are willing to migrate from Ethereum to Cardano. Okay, there is this thing called ERC20 converter. So it allows projects, right, to move over, right, from the Ethereum blockchain to the Cardano blockchain. Okay, you can later Kyo will give you a link, right, and I would like to actually share with you that there are some projects like the Celsius network. Some of you who using the Celsius network to stake for extra income, right, they're moving from the Ethereum blockchain, right, to the Cardano blockchain. Imagine that money that leaves the Ethereum ecosystem and moves to the Cardano ecosystem. How much more money would it bring? How much more market supply it can increase? And look, Cardano right now is already valued at like already double digits $1 billion without any smart contract and without any projects built on it yet. When projects are built on it, how much more of its market supply it can actually increase? And we are looking at a price projection of actually $5, which is pretty reasonable because currently Cardano is priced at $2. So when smart contract starts to launch in, start to come in, right, we can actually see that in the case of Ethereum, it already 5x, 6x. And Cardano's price is actually currently $2. When smart contracts start to come in into Cardano, why can't it achieve the same result as Ethereum? In fact, that's the reason why Cardano is termed as a Ethereum killer. But I think they are complementary to each other lah. Ethereum killers basically means they have the ability overthrow Ethereum. Okay, so Cardano is one of them. Solana, Polkadot, Algorand. I can't think of others but those are the ones that I know. Okay, so moving on, right? Projects can move over to Cardano. I would like to share interesting. Okay. This is an on-chain analysis. This is an on-chain analysis that I teach in my course, but I don't know if my students use this or not. Okay, so I never share this in my course, but I did share this particular link for the students to use. Maybe after this, right, you guys can actually have a look at this and all the coins that you actually bought in. Okay, there's this thing called the on-chain analysis, right, on the Ethereum blockchain. How you do it is very simple. You just navigate to Ethereum on CoinMarketCap. Once you're here, you click the app that tells you, right, what are people doing the money right now. Okay, so you can actually see that actually Ethereum is very highly centralized despite being a decentralized currency. What do I mean by that? You can actually see that there's a large concentration by the large holders. That means what does this mean? It means that how many people in the world, right, have a lot of Cardano as opposed to the people who have very less Cardano. So you can actually see that in Ethereum, right, the number of whales is very huge. That means out of 115 Ethereum, right? Okay, there's 115 115 million Ethereum, right? Quite a lot of the Cardanos, right, are actually withheld by whales. Okay, so that means only a very few people that have 1 Ethereum or less than 1 Ethereum. Okay, as opposed to Bitcoin, Bitcoin actually is 13%. Okay, I will not open the Bitcoin tab because I have to limit the amount of tabs I open. So Bitcoin is 13%. It's much lower. It's actually more decentralized. That's the reason why people believe in Bitcoin. And now the topic is Cardano. So let's look at Cardano's how many wallets are actually holding Cardano, how many whales. Okay, there is not as much whales in Cardano as opposed to Ethereum. So that means it gives you a chance to be a whale in the future. Okay, that's one thing. And second thing, with a lesser amount of concentration in Cardano means, right, it makes it a better vehicle, right, to store your wealth and a better vehicle to grow your wealth because it's less likely to be manipulated as opposed to Ethereum. That's the reason why Ethereum, right, has much wilder swings, right, as opposed to Bitcoin. And the reason why Cardano doesn't have wild swings, right, in the bull and the bear market. If you notice that why Cardano doesn't actually suffer as bad as Ethereum, because we saw Ethereum hitting as high as $5,000 Singapore. Okay, then after that it swing back to 2.5K, which is the current price right now. But why the Cardano only hit like about $2, then it go back to $1.50? The swings are not so insane. The swings are not so wild because the concentration of the whales are much lesser. So it's less likely to be manipulated. So when you want to store your wealth in an asset like Cardano, it's actually more safer as opposed to storing in Ethereum. In fact, if I were to rank these three coins between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, right, I'll put Bitcoin first because concentration by large holder is the lowest, 13%, followed by Cardano, second in place, then Ethereum. Okay, and I think this is my perspective, but don't quote me on that. This is not financial advice, but I think you can structure a portfolio in that way also. Okay, in terms of your holdings, because to me, I find that I prefer to actually have my assets in the markets that are the least manipulated. That's the reason why institutional investors are attracted to Bitcoin, because they know that like the TikTokers cannot go and manipulate Bitcoin. They don't have the money to do so. Okay, and Cardano is so big at this point of time that they have quite a huge market supply. They have up to $60 billion in market cap that is so hard to manipulate, and that makes that to me puts it in second place. Ethereum, although yes, he has a bigger market cap, but the concentration of whales is so huge that they can anytime dump the coin and then overnight part of their value may be lost. Okay, so to me, I consider these three tokens are like the blue chips in the crypto industry. Much like when we want to buy blue chips in the stock market. Okay, so lastly, I would like to cover the partnerships that Cardano is actually doing. In fact, it's not doing, but already done already. So Cardano is already in Africa. Okay. So what Cardano is doing with the Ethiopian with this country called Ethiopia is basically right. They are planning to actually put right the students' grades right on the blockchain directly. So they're no longer gonna depend on traditional systems like pen and paper, but rather track the students' performance right on the blockchain directly. And this is the first step lah, that Cardano plans to aim to add blockchain right into a real world use case lah. Okay, because technically as countries like Singapore can actually do so, but we don't know why lah. But the funny thing is nowadays right, the third world country is the one that is actually leading the way instead of the first world country. So you can actually see that already in play already, and you can actually see it's a dream come true lah. Okay, because the thing is right, why they want to do this is because it'll be easier to actually track it's very easy right for them to track the performance of the students. So by doing this right, they aim right to actually improve right the education system right in a third world country. Okay, through the use of blockchain. And this is my bullish stance on Cardano. Okay, and lastly, before I sum everything up, okay, I want to let you know that just now at the start of my slide, I mentioned that majority of Cardano holders right are holders. And how do I prove this to you? Okay, there's this website called pooltool.io. Okay, I did not actually share it in the link that I give to Kyo, but maybe I'll just put it in the chat so that you guys can have it. So why is this website so good? Because this website right, is a website right that tracks right how much Cardano right is being held in wallets at this point of time. So if you can see over here right, this is the amount of Cardano that's being held in wallets, okay, outside of exchanges. So it's currently 71%. So that means 70% of the entire Cardano holdings are actually in personal wallets and not on exchanges. So you can actually see that hey, the market dropped by a lot, but still the percentage is a lot. And I want to let you know before when the market was very good, right? Percentage 71%. After also still 71%. So you can actually see that hey, majority of the holders of Cardano are actually majority of Cardano users are actually holders. Okay. So why they do this? Because right, Cardano allows them to actually earn passive income. Okay. So how to earn passive income. So you can actually go to this Pool2 website to actually track your passive income. Okay, I'll show you my wallet because I have come Cardano stake. If you tell me right how much is your balance right, I'll be able to track your wallet also. Because my friend was quite impressed that I'm able to track his wallet by him just telling me by him telling me right what is his balance and which mining pool he choose. Okay, in this case, this was the mining pool I choose. 1PCT3 was the mining pool I choose. So I go in. So over here, right, once you're here, right, what you do is you go under delegators. Delegators represents the amounts, the delegators represent wallet lah, okay? You will not know who is the person behind the, you will not know who the person behind the wallet, but you will know that this wallet belongs to someone lah, okay? If you know the amount, okay? So let's see if it can process fast enough because I think I'm already overrun already. So let me
time check, bro.
Yep. So let me quickly finish it in 1 more minute. So this is my wallet. I have about 1.9k Cardano right now. So this is just one of my wallet. So I have other wallets. So okay, let's hope it works fast enough. Okay, so the thing about Cardano is right, they pay once every 5 days. See, so you can actually see that over here, right, it actually shows you right that on the 20th of June, right, how much Cardano are being paid, you know, and on 15th June, how much Cardano are being paid. So in this case, I get paid like 1.86, then 1.93 Cardano. So Cardano pays once every 5 days, and the beauty about Cardano is right, they give all these tracking to you all for free. Okay, so this Pool2 is actually built by the community in Cardano. So the thing is like Cardano gives an average of 5% per year, which is the reason why people want to use Cardano, because Bitcoin, yes, you can hold it, but you don't earn interest. Ethereum, yes, you can earn interest, but you need 32 Ethereum. But Cardano doesn't have this requirement. So long you got one Cardano, cannot be don't have one Cardano. Otherwise, it means you don't have Cardano to begin with to stake, right? So long you have one Cardano, you can start staking already. Okay, actually to start staking, you need 3 Cardano because the first time you activate the wallet, you need to pay 2 Cardano. So you need at least 3 Cardano to begin with. So if you have 3 Cardano, then you can start staking lah. So the thing is, once you start staking, every 5 days they will pay you interest. Okay, on a yearly, they will pay you 5% per year. Okay, spread. They will pay you 5% per year, but paid in batches of 5 days. So that's the reason why people like Cardano, because like the wallet, the funds are sitting safe in your wallet, but you still get paid interest. Okay, so there's no counterparty risk, unlike like what I thought in my DeFi course, which is the reason why people like Cardano lah. Okay, so because you can earn passive money without taking any risk. It's almost zero risk with like guaranteed profits. Okay, of course not guaranteed returns guaranteed profits as in the coin count will increase, but relative to money, that one I cannot guarantee lah, because it depends on the future price of Cardano lah. But based on what I've shared, I have pretty bullish on Cardano moving forward to the future. Partnerships with government, having DeFi being built, and also low concentration of whales makes it a very good token to actually hold. Okay, so with that, I sum up my chapter on sharing Cardano for this week and hand it back to Kyo right now. Okay,
Okay,
so over
thank
to you.
you. Thanks, Syed. Yep. Okay, so quite a good insight on Cardano. In fact, I have not done any research on Cardano. The only thing I know is Charles was given. That's about it. So it's good to have sessions like this, so we share and understand more from coins that we hold and stuff. So not going to delay further. Let's move on to my side. Let me share my screen. Okay, just now Jimmy spoke about what was that? Okay, you were talking about what was that?
Ocean.
Protocol.
Ocean. Okay, yeah. Then mention Syed talk about testnet of what do you call it? This Cardano. So what I'm talking about today is one of the top 50 coins. It's not exactly one of the top in the top, but it's near the bottom 50. But anything in the top 50 is considered pretty good. Okay, so I'm talking about Kusama today. Kusama is a test network that is running parallel to the Polkadot network. So just now, as you heard Sai mention, Cardano owner Charles Hoskinson, Vitalik Buterin of Ethereum, and Polkadot's founder Gavin Wood. These are the main few blockchain generation 2 people, right? So Polkadot is Gavin Wood's brainchild baby, right? So Kusama is the test network which all the projects that are needed to run on Polkadot must go on Kusama first to make sure that it runs properly. Then they can go on to Polkadot. So Polkadot, like he mentioned just now, is aiming for interoperability. Interoperability means they can connect islands. It's like Singapore now has its currency and Malaysia has its currency. You need something to convert in between. You need a currency converter. So something like that. Polkadot is doing that. So for projects that run on Polkadot, they first need to go on Kusama. So Kusama originally was created as a testnet, but it also is going to be an independent one. Once the so-called full separation comes on, Kusama is still going to run independently. And the price of Kusama right now actually is very low. If you look at the high point, it actually hit up to, where's that? You can see here almost $600.
Yeah.
Right now it is, because everything is dropping everything is dropping like flies So this is like one of the best times to get into any project that has good foundations. When we talk about good fundamentals, it means the projects have a good roadmap and they have a solid team. So the founder of Kusama is basically Gavin Wood, who is Polkadot's founder, right? So these run in parallel. Like I said, Kusama basically is the testnet. So anything that is going onto Polkadot is a huge project. So top 50s, top 5, I think, top 5 or 6. So to run on Polkadot, you first need to be on Kusama. So right now, one of the interesting things about Kusama is that it's having its parachain auctions. I know parachain, for those people who's not very technical, sounds them out of the world. Okay, so basically to be able to eligible on Polkadot, they need to first auction to get a slot, right? So to auction on a slot, they first need to go and test it on Kusama. So now Kusama is running this auction and a lot of projects are bidding for it. So at this moment, people have to use Kusama and lock it up for months, 6 months, 8 months, just to be able to, run their projects and secure a slot. Okay, so this is an interesting period of time. Right now, if you look at the auctions, you can look here, kusama.network/auctions. It's ongoing right now. So they say expect chaos. So because there's a lot of bidding going on, there's a lot of money being, being staked in this whole process of auctions. So they actually have people create stuff on Substrate. Substrate is another language lah. So it's like Ethereum, they use Solidity. So for Polkadot and Kusama, they use Substrate. So when people say Substrate, you say, oh, I know what it is. You're not just, what the hell is that? A few months ago, I was like, what is Substrate? Right? The one of the mentors that we follow, he talked about Substrate. I was like, what is that? So now even I also know. So you can go show off your friend. Oh yeah, I know Substrate. It's
What's
the
a
Polkadot.
parachain?
Sorry?
What's a parachain?
Parachain is basically the slots where you need to connect to. That is like the blockchain connects to other blockchains, right? So Polkadot is that interoperable island that connects to everything else. But to be able to use the Polkadot, you need to have one of the parachains to be connected to them.
It's like a connector lah. It's just a connector only. Extension plug to another blockchain.
Yeah, correct. In layman terms, it's an extension plug. So if you don't have an extension plug, you cannot connect anything, right? So if you don't have a money exchanger or forex exchanger, you can't change the Singapore dollars to ringgit. Then you go and bring the Singapore dollar to the Malaysia side, you can't transact, right? So this is the idea of a blockchain interoperability. So that's just to show that right now, a lot of money is going through this whole Kusama auctions thing, and it's run through for the next few months for 2021. A lot of the big things coming up lah. So you guys can go to kusama.network, go and find out more. The whole idea is basically right now it's a big thing. It's a big thing. The whole parachain auctions thing is a big thing because people who secure it, they will be able to get their slot in Polkadot. And Polkadot is a huge thing because Gavin Wood is one of the Ethereum co-founders. So these are the big guns, big boys behind all the old school, old guard, how do you call it, the crypto stuff, right? These people know how this thing works very well. So you can go to their blog as well, polkadot.network/Kusama. So Kusama is part of them, like as a test network. You can go and read out all these things. So they mentioned all this first parachain launch on Kusama and auctions and stuff. See, all these are here. Okay, these are very, very solid fundamentals. So if you want to invest in projects, we don't talk about shit coins, meme coin, hype coins. These are the proper ones. These are the big players that have all the solid founders behind them. Right? It's not a fly by night, today here, tomorrow disappear. Okay, they can't do that. Okay, so for people with Kusama, you want to stake, just like what Sai mentioned, you want to stake your coins for passive income. Right now, we're in I won't call it a bear market. It's a ranging market because the price, like if you're paying attention to Telegram, I keep saying it's playing around the range of 30,000 to 40,000. Yeah, it went to 41, then it dropped to 38, but it's still going back and forth within this range. And how long this will range, we don't know. In the traditional forex markets, it's usually ranging a lot. Then you have your up and down. So in crypto, we have a lot up and down, but we also have the same ranging period, consolidation. So right now in this consolidation period, you can see Kusama price has dropped a lot. But what can you do? If you're holding a lot of Kusama, then stake it lah. Stake it for passive income, right? This is actually giving you up to what? 14-15%, right? 14-15% APY per year lah. So if let's say you're holding your Kusama, the market not moving, then at least you're making that 15% a year. Better than doing nothing, right? So it's a good time to get in if you want to, not financial advice, but you can see the upside here from now $200 to $600, you got at least 3 times. So as long as you are understanding fully that Kusama is still growing as independent network, and when Polkadot launches all their big ass cannons and artillery, and Kusama grows along with it, will it break the 600? There's a very good chance. Okay, all the crypto projects with very solid base, they will definitely grow on, because this is the future. The Web3, all this blockchain stuff, interoperability. This is where the financial future is going, right? Wall Street just hasn't picked up money enough yet. They are still sleeping. Okay, when they wake up, oh my God, the money going in is insane. So can follow Twitter, Kusama, right? They don't exactly have like 10 million followers, but they update their stuff. Okay, they update their stuff a lot. then you can go on the Telegram and join their discussions. It's not a discussion, it's a read only lah. So they give their announcements and stuff. So again, the links I will share later at the end of this session. So again, this is Guy from CoinBureau. He talks about two coins here. He talks about Tron, what chain? Tor chain and Kusama. So the first part of the video, he mentions what this Kusama is about, and there's a blog on his website as well. Reason why I keep mentioning him is because his content is really out of this world. He does a lot of homework and he really gives very quality content. In fact, he beat Bitcoin, BitBoy. If you all follow BitBoy, BitBoy's been around, but his subscribers is at 1.1 million. This guy was at 800,000 subscribers just 2 months ago. And because his content is so good, he's already overtaking BitBoy. It's 1.1 mil already. Amazing. Okay, he deserves all the followers.
One man show.
Yeah, it's not a one man show. Actually, his girlfriend is
cool
doing the his girlfriend. Plus, he's got people on the blog doing stuff.
Oh, his girlfriend.
Yeah, his girlfriend. So yeah, I was looking through some of their videos and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, YouTube. So his girlfriend is there. So they work very well together. Right? In fact, that was his TikTok. TikTok. Yeah, he's got a TikTok account. So I also got a TikTok account. So I happen to follow this guy on CoinBureau, but he doesn't talk so much about crypto. It's more on his whatever other on and off stuff. Yeah. So his girlfriend is featured in the TikTok. That's how I know about it. Yeah. So you guys can go to YouTube, check out Polkadot's videos. They also mention stuff that has things to do with Kusama as well. So yep, medium.com also Kusama. Like I said, it is the parallel network. So whatever Polkadot is doing, you will see Kusama has something to do with it, because you need to first be working on Kusama before you can go to Polkadot. That is the basic. Yeah. Okay, so I basically sum up my whole Kusama thing. It's a test network, right? But also running independently and will become its very own as well. So if you guys are looking to invest into something that's really solid, KSM is a very good good project to look into. It's like one of the big boys like Cardano, Ethereum. It's one of the solid ones. Yeah. Okay, so that sums up my segment for Kusama. If you didn't know what it is, by the way, Kusama is what they call the canary network. Canary is where all the old coal miners, last time when they go do all the coal mining, they bring in a canary, the bird, the bird. They'll bring it in because the bird will test whether got the carbon, what do you call it, carbon monoxide or something, whether it's gaseous or or poisonous. So if the bird make noise, then you know got problem. Then don't go in already. So that's why they call this a test network. They call it a canary network.
Oh.
If you already know, that's some interesting trivia for you. They call it a canary network. Yeah. So it's a canary network to test things, to know if they will break on the test network. Then you go on to the main one. Yeah. Okay. So the final segment will be as usual. Those people who are holding SafeMoon, right? I endorse SafeMoon because I do hold quite a lot of SafeMoon. But whether you all buy or not has nothing to do with me. Okay. I just trust that the project is doing well. There was no AMA last Sunday, but there's a lot of interesting developments coming up for this mesh network. Okay, it's basically again the interoperability thing, right? And they're operating in Gambia, so they actually have going to link up with this QCell network, which is the only 3G provider for networks for phones, mobile phones. So SafeMoon is likely going to be the wallet that they're going to use to link up with the phones as a service provider. So that is huge. Okay, a lot of people dismiss SafeMoon as it's a 90-day meme coin, hype coin. It's not going to go anywhere. I think they are very dead wrong. Okay, they're very dead wrong. Just because a project is moving fast and young doesn't mean that they don't already have good roots that they started back then. Okay, the whole Gambia thing, they were in discussion since 2018. Okay, so it's not a fly-by-night thing. It just happened that SafeMoon come about. So now this idea they port onto SafeMoon, and they are building bridges to even Cardano and Ethereum and everything. So it's a very big thing coming up. So don't dismiss it. The talk about liquidity, just a quick one. This video, I also shared the link. If you want to understand how liquidity for SafeMoon works, go ahead and watch this video. It's 22 minutes, so watch it on 2x speed with subtitles. It will save you a lot of time. Then the other part is this guy. I like always to talk about this guy. Okay, really, I hate his guts. I really hate his guts because he sent a lot of people to their doom. Okay, he always hype up Dogecoin. At the high, he keeps selling, he keeps hyping it with a lot of weird assumptions. He will link all kinds of weird stuff, and people just buy into the hype. And then now Dogecoin dropped from 70 cents to now what 20 cents, and he's still hyping, and he fought his own community. So this guy's an asshole. He's basically an asshole, and he fought other projects as well. So he's a SafeMoon hater, and which is why I bring up the point. This Fat Hound I mentioned to you guys before. The Fat Hound is a guy who is very logical, very rational. The way he speaks, you understand. If you are a mature adult, you will know that he's not messing around, and he's just addressing the FUD by people like this idiot will talk shit about. This guy doesn't know anything about SafeMoon, but he FUDs it. And then he shits on other projects. So that's why we call him out. Okay, he loses a lot of haters. His own Dogecoin people unfollow him because people own Dogecoin and SafeMoon. So why are you shitting on two projects? I mean, he also fight his own Dogecoin. Nonsense guy lah. Just unfollow him. Okay, and last thing also, this is the video that I talked about the mesh network. This video is like 1 day old, 1 or 2 days old. So it's very recent update. They talk about the mesh network and bridges. You can see this marketing picture has the SafeMoon logo with a bridge here. So the bridge signifies a lot of things. A lot of times their marketing is very readerish. Okay, readerish. So they're hinting on the things that they're building.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know who you are, but please mute yourself.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So this is basically just the sum up of SafeMoon update. Okay, I don't want to say anymore because this is not all about SafeMoon. Let me stop share. Yep. So today is 10:36. My one was a bit of a speed update. So I mentioned everything I could within the time limit.
Apologize for the overrun.
Okay, see, this is the thing. When we are very hardcore obsessed with our projects that we love, we tend to talk more about it. I can go on forever about SafeMoon, but I won't. It's not about SafeMoon today. So you can see that if you have conviction over what you hold, you are not going to sell it. That's the bottom line, right? So really go and understand the coins that you are holding. Because if you don't know, then when the coin goes against you, it's red, then you will just feel like selling it off. Because to you, it's just a 3-letter, 4-letter coin. You don't even know what the hell you're buying. Then you are just a gambler, right? You're just a gambler to me. If you're an investor, you go and find out what you put your money into. You guys get what I mean? I hope you all do, okay?
Yep. So, what does substrate mean?
Substrate is the language that they built on.
Oh, substrate is a language.
Yes, it's like Solidity for Ethereum. Substrate is the Solidity for Ethereum.
Oh.
But it's for Polkadot and Kusama. That's why Aaron always says substrate. Last time we also don't understand, right?
Yeah. So last time, so it's like Java lah. Java is a language. So substrate is actually a language.
It's just like Solidity for Ethereum.
Oh, okay.
They build it on that, whatever that they want to call it, whatever name they call it. Yeah. Like just now, Syed was talking about gas. What is gas? So basically, gas is needed for transfer of one coin from one wallet to another. It's just like driving a car. You need petrol, right? You need to pay for petrol, right? If not, the car run on what? Run on gas, run on air, man. So it's the same thing as running on gas. Gas need money, right? So the miners, the computational power that's doing all your transfers need to be paid somehow. People who operate the machines to compute all your equations, math equations, so that your money can go from one wallet to another. They need to be paid, right? So you are paying the fees. That's what gas is about. Right? So in this kind of sessions, we not only talk about basic, we don't talk about coin reviews, we also talk about fundamentals of technical stuff and also a fundamental outlook of projects. Then it's a more well-rounded education. We're not just here to hype and shield coins to you, right?